How's it going, friends? Reckless Yuki here. I hope you guys are all doing well, and welcome to another Amazon Tech Haul, a series where I buy stuff on Amazon and open it up in front of you guys to basically give you a preview of what I have in store for you for a future video on my channel, whether it be something that I'm going to use for gaming or an upgrade to my channel, whatever I think is interesting. I think that you guys might also think is interesting, and that's why I share this with you in this video format. So anyways, a few, I guess maybe weeks ago, I had the idea of trying to buy all the top gaming mice and all the top gaming mouse pads to finally do a review to basically like shift through all the hype and all the crap that everyone else is saying about it, just to see what is actually the best. And this is mainly for my own benefit, just to see what mouse I like the best out of all the top gaming mice out there. And also, I think this might be beneficial for some of you guys as far as if you're looking for a review from a single person that actually has a plethora of mice to compare in order to get an opinion from them. Because some of the videos I see on YouTube, not necessarily any of the larger channels, a lot of the larger channels have a lot of mice to compare and contrast to basically determine what they like best. But a lot of the smaller guys basically just have the one good gaming mice, and then that's their best mice ever, which isn't really a very good review. And in order to do a review like this, you need to order a bunch of things to basically compare in order to give a worthwhile opinion. And so that's why I have all this I basically need to take out of the box to show you guys, and also to make sure I got the right stuff that was sent to me. So without further ado, we're gonna break out my big ass knife. And unlike the last time I did this, I actually sharpened this, so it's not gonna be kind of hard to open things up because my knife was getting pretty dull. But right now, it should be, oh my God, that's way better. A pro tip, sharpen a knife before doing unboxings. Yep, way better. It's almost effortless, where I'm not gonna be worried about like pulling really hard and then like almost stabbing myself. So anyways, so in this box, let's see what I have. Bunch of bubble wrap. All right. So in this box, so if you don't know, the mouse that I'm currently using is a Logitech G502, and I bought this mouse based on Linus Tech Tips recommendation as far as being his favorite go-to mouse that replaced his old mouse. And I have to say, I really do love this mouse. And then I also love Logitech. I also have other Logitech mice like a G602 and an MX Master and an old 400S. Logitech has always been a standard for me, but I'm also kind of branching out in other things, but this isn't necessarily branching out. What I basically have here is a Logitech G303. And I was recommended to get this mouse, or I was recommended that this is a really good mouse because it has the same sensor as the G502, except it's a little bit smaller, so it might fit the, I guess, the claw grip type of people out there a little bit more, but it's lighter. So it basically has the same fantastic sensor as the G502, but it's lighter, so it's easier to whip around for first-person shooters. And also, that's what this video is going to be kind of focused on, is like, what is my favorite mouse for first-person shooters? Well, not necessarily this video. That video might come in about maybe 2 months, like a month or two, because I really need to have time with each one of these products to really get my full opinion. I can't just have these and then a few days later just whip out a video saying, this is the best one, this is it, I know, because that's just way too soon to try to figure it out. So this is one of the mice that I have for you guys to kind of go in this huge freaking shootout of a video. And this next one, I'm not so sure about this next one because I'm not a fan of this company, but I know that this is one of the most popular brands for when it comes to gaming mice, and this is one of the most popular mice when it comes to gaming mice, and it's the Razer DeathAdder. And I got the Razer DeathAdder Chroma because it's the newest one, and this is going to be kind of focused for 2016. And this is my first DeathAdder mice. I tried a friend's out before, like a few years ago, maybe like 5 years ago actually, an old DeathAdder. And I didn't really like the feel of it. I always preferred the feel of Logitech mice, but I decided to get this because if this is going to be a shootout of the top gaming mice, the top FPS gaming mice, you have to have all the top brands. And Razer, you know, if you love them or hate them, they're a top brand. So I figured I'd get this to compare it and put it head to head against the other mice that I have. So Razer DeathAdder Chroma. And then as far as the mouse pad that I got in here, so what also kind of struck me to do mouse pads was the mouse pad that I use is from a company called the PC Gaming Race. And it's basically a play off of that, I guess, offensive meme for the console players, or also known as console peasants out there, that there's this company that makes mouse pads and also wrist pads for your gaming PC peripherals, and they're called the PC Gaming Race. I think it was a funny idea, and then like it also is a pretty nice quality product, but I figure like maybe this isn't necessarily the best for when it comes to first-person shooters. So I kind of also looked at what are the mouse pads that all the top CSGO players use? And the two mouse pads that I kind of noticed that a lot of people are gravitating towards is like SteelSeries. And the first one is a QCK Plus, is one of the mouse pads that are very, very popular. And this is given to me by a friend because he accidentally got multiple of these when he ordered from Amazon, so he gave me one of his extras. And because of that, I got sparked to do a mouse pad review along with a mouse review. And then the next one I have is the QCK Heavy. So these two are also very popular, and then I also have other things that I need to unbox because I have another box I need to do. But this is where we're at so far with stuff that I need to review on my channel. Let's put those there. Now, this box. Let's just open it up. Man, it opens up way easier. Way easier now. All right, put the knife down. And actually, let's just put this right here. All right. So, what the hell is this? Okay, I have to check my order to make sure I didn't get double charged, but like I said, I'm not really that big of a fan of Razer, but you can't do a review and leave Razer out and then like call it the best mouse in the comparison with you leave Razer out. So I got like two Razer, or at least I ordered one Razer mouse pad, but they sent me two, and these are both the Goliath Speed Editions. I really got to double check to make sure that they didn't overcharge me. And are these the same ones? I'm pretty sure these are the same ones. Huh. Well, I guess I don't know what's going on Amazon because my friend ordered a mouse pad, he got 5, and then I ordered one of these, but I got 2. So I'm gonna double check to make sure I didn't get double charged for these. Anyways, so yeah, so I'll be reviewing or comparing the mouse pads with one of these as well. And let's see, what else do I have in here? All right. I also have a Corsair MM200 mouse pad, and this is also another very popular mouse pad. And I also have a MM600 somewhere around here that I'm gonna throw in the review if I can remember where I put it, if I still have it. Basically, like, it's a hard surface mouse pad. I didn't really like it because I felt it was tearing away at the feet of my mice. So I opted to get a cloth mouse pad because it's just like, if you use something on a softer surface, the harder surface is never gonna wear out the softer surfaces. And I'll much rather have a mouse pad wear out than the feet on the bottom of my mouse. And so that's why I kind of opted to start going with cloth mouse pads, but I'll still use that as in the means of this comparison, just to kind of have a hard mouse pad surface to compare with all this. And I also have, like, you know, other mouse pads I could kind of use. I have a mouse pad I got from Loot Crate a few months ago that I never used, that's just been sitting here. I'll probably throw that in the mix just as a, you know, what kind of cheap dinky mouse pads you might have laying around could possibly be represented by that mouse pad. But so that's basically all the mouse pads I have in the box so far that I'll be reviewing. And I also have one more on the way from Mionix. Wait. Oh wait, no. Here we go. Here's the Mionix mouse pad. It was in the box still. This is another mouse pad that I decided to review because the Mionix mice have this really awesome tool in there that I'm going to use in order to review these mouse pads along with my own personal feel. And it's basically a surface analysis tool to measure the accuracy of the surface that you are using the mouse on. So I thought that was something really cool that I could use in order to do this sort of a review. Basically got that idea from a other YouTuber who recently did a Mionix Castor review, and on his review he used that tool to kind of see if mouse accuracy or mouse pad accuracy matters when it comes to gaming. And I'll have a link to that video in the description just to kind of give a shout out to him. His name is Joker from Joker Productions, and it was a really interesting video that kind of also had me thinking as far as mouse pads and if I should worry about upgrading my mouse pads to one of the things that the pros use. And that's why I basically went on this huge freaking spree just trying to figure out what is the best setup for FPS gaming, because I'm an FPS gaming fanatic and I want the best damn setup. And I'm tired of looking at YouTube videos with people who are claiming to know the best, but yet they only have maybe 1 or 2 products. So how can they know that it's the best without actually testing a plethora of products to figure out what is the best? So yeah, that's why I went through figure out what all the CSGO pros use, and then based on how many of those use, like what the most popular things that they use, get all those, and then use that as a means to figure out which one of those is the best. So that's that for the mouse pads. I also have one more mouse pad on the way. I wasn't lying about that. I have one coming from Zowie, however you pronounce that company. I have a Zowie G-Tac SR coming in as well. That will be delivered by BenQ at some point because I ordered it directly from their website. Since everywhere in North America is completely out of their out of their mouse pads, so I had to order directly from their website, and it's supposed to not get in stock until the 19th of January. So a little bit later this month, and then once it's in, they'll send it to me hopefully, and then I could start reviewing it and using that against all these mouse pads to get a good basis as far as what I like the most. Now, to kind of finish off the stuff in this box and stop my rambling, I also got a SteelSeries Rival 300 mouse. This is another very popular mouse I saw that a lot of people like using, so I decided to get one of these just to kind of see what SteelSeries has to bring to the table when it comes to FPS games. And I also have this, which is gaining a lot of popularity, Finalmouse. So Finalmouse is a really interesting mouse. It's basically just the same as most of these mouses. It just has a 3310 sensor from Pixar, but supposedly it is tweaked in a way to make it super accurate. And a lot of people who are really into CSGO are raving over this mouse, saying it's basically like giving them superpowers in the game. So I bought this just trying to see if it's going to live up to the hype or if it's all a bunch of BS. Basically, that's what I got with all these mice is I want to see which ones good, which ones suck, which ones do better than others. And I understand that it's all like to personal preference. It could change and vary based on how I like to game versus how you like to game, how the pros like to game, how other people like to game. So it is all on personal preference, but I figure my opinion would be valuable if I use all these products to form it in order to give you a concise review as far as what would be the best for me, and then maybe you guys will agree after I make the video and also after I figure out what my opinions are on these products after I use them for at least a month. Definitely at least a month to do this. Now, I also have 2 more mice on the way. So as I showed you, I had all these along with the ones that I do have. Like I also have a Corsair M65 that I absolutely hate. I'm gonna throw that in the mix because Tom's Hardware for the past 2 years said it was the best FPS mouse to use for gaming, and I highly disagree. That thing's a piece of crap. Like, it's a great solid built mouse, especially if you like heavier kind of feeling mouses, but it has a laser sensor and the acceleration in it is real. Like, I could feel it. I can never aim right when I aim at any sort of first person shooters, even especially like in a first person shooter like Call of Duty, where it's the most arcadey thing ever. One thing I love about Call of Duty is you just run around like an idiot. You do well, at least I do. When I try to play CSGO and run around like an idiot, I get slaughtered. So definitely don't like, and like even in Call of Duty with that mouse, I wasn't able to do that well. So that's why I don't like that mouse. I definitely love the G502, which I'd upgraded to, a lot better than that. But anyways, so that's enough rambling. So like the other 2 mice that I'm gonna get is the Mionix Castor. That also kind of led me to do all this because I found the Mionix Castor at Mass Drops for like $50 instead of the retail price is $70, but then I also had to pay like $7 in shipping, so it's about $57 is how much I had to pay, but that still beat the Amazon price of $68. And because I bought that, that also led me to buy all these. And then I also have a Zowie, or Zowie, however you want to pronounce it, FK1 coming in whenever they have stock in that. So that's basically, that is it, all right? So I have all this that I'm gonna work on over the next month, along with the other videos that I have planned for you guys. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Sorry, this was probably a long rant and a probably unorganized rant, but that's how I like to do these, is completely raw and uncut for you. Let me know if you enjoy that, or if you want me to spend more time in editing and like do something that's fake and not me. I probably wouldn't do that. I like doing the actual genuine raw unboxings and talking to you guys, and basically so you can see my enthusiasm and if I'm really excited about it, or if I open it and I'm just kind of disappointed, like this, like getting 2 of these Razer mouse pads. That was definitely unexpected. I don't know why I got 2 of these, like really don't. So yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you're hyped for this video, and I will talk to you guys again in the next one. All right, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.